Alright guys, I hope you're rested because this is a long problem. You can handle it, no problem at all, but it does take several steps. And if you stick with me for a minute, I'll show you a couple of tricks too. Alright, here it says determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle to compute the area of the triangle using the distance formula. Alright, so basically all that means is we're going to find the area of this triangle, okay? We're going to use the coordinates to help us do that. I know that this is a right triangle. And so I know that the legs are the base and the height. So, excuse me, this is the base, and this guy over here is the height. I know that to find the area of a triangle, I'm going to do 1/2 times the base times the height, okay? So, I'm going to have to use the distance formula to find the length of each of those sides. So I'm going to do the base first. And the coordinates for the points at the base are -2, 1, and 4, 5. Now remember, it doesn't matter which one I write first or anything. All right, and so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to call one of them x1, y1, and I'm just naming them, just like your name might be Larry or George or Harry or whatever. These are just names. It doesn't mean I'm doing anything to them. Okay. And then I'm going to plug that into the distance formula. Now, if you remember, the distance formula says we want to take the square root of y2 minus y1 plus x2 minus x1. So now I'm just going to plug in what I know. All right, y2 is 5, y1 is 1. All right, x2 is 4. Now this gets a little bit confusing here. The formula says subtract, and then what I'm subtracting is -2. Phew. That looks all complicated, but it's not so bad. All right, so now 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 squared is 16. All right, now remember, if I have 4 minus -2, that's the same as saying 4 plus 2. So 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 squared is 36. All right, so that's going to give me the square root of 52. When I put that in my calculator, I get second square root 52. And I want this to be a decimal value. I get 7.211102551. I'm going to round that to the nearest tenths place, which is 7.2. All right, so now I know the length of this side over here is 7.2. All right, so I still have to find the height, and guess what? I'm going to do it the same way. I told you there's a lot of steps here, but it's not hard. You can do this. All right, so now I'm going to find the length of the height, which sounds kind of funky. And I've got the points -2, 1, and 4, -8. And again, I'm just going to plug those into the distance formula. I'm not going to rewrite it because I'm running out of room here. But I've got y2, which is -8, minus y1, which is 1. And be real careful with these because it's easy to get them mixed up. In fact, when I did this problem to practice it before I logged on here, I messed it up the first time and had to go back and fix it. All right. And then x2 is 4 minus x1, which is -2. Whew. All right, so that's going to give me -8 minus 1 is -9. 9 squared is 81. All right, over here I've got 4 minus -2. We did that over there. We know that that's 6, and 6 squared is 36. That's going to give me 81 plus 36 is 117. And now I have to find the square root of 117. So I'm going to hit second square root, 117, and I get 10.8 approximately. So I know the length of this side over here is 10.8. All right, now I'm just going to plug those into my area formula. Let me switch back to red here. Area is what we're looking for. And it equals 1/2 times the length of the base, which we said is 7.2, times the height, which we said is 10.8. All right, so I'm going to multiply those together. I'm going to say 10.8 times 7.2 equals, and then I'm going to go divided by 2. And I get 38.88, which is pretty close to 39. Now, here's a quick way to check your answer. If I come over here to the triangle, I can count the number of whole boxes, okay? And when I did that, I got like 36 or 37. I counted all the whole boxes, and so that would leave all the half boxes to make it close to 39. So I can kind of check my answer and be sure that made sense. So, you know, you can count these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, etc. and see which answer is closest to the ones over here. All right, I hope that helps. I'm sorry for the long video.